o'clock. I'd like to call this special town meeting to order. If you could, please join me in saluting the flag.
Wait a minute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Got you. What room?
Before I get started, I got just a straw question for everybody. We have a possibility or an opportunity to go to electronic voting at town meeting. And I would like to know what people's general opinion of that would be. It would be,
Should I explain it?
yeah, if you would.
They have these little clickers. And you can vote yes, no. It's all programmed. The question would appear on a screen. And then you would just vote. You'd be handed one of these when you come in and register. You would vote however you want. So if you're sitting next to Jim Caldwell, who wants a moderator's car, you don't feel the pressure to vote yes because, oh shit, he's right next to me.
Nice language.
I'm sorry. So it's something that I think is a great idea. It would make, we don't have to get up and walk around to get the yes/no ballot and put it in the box. It's a lovely constructed box,
But how will I know how the person in front of me voted? Because I usually check.
yeah, you're not gonna be able to. It's the whole point.
I think we should vote to leave that in your box somewhere and continue with the paper ballot. When we get up to vote, and that's social hour, these town meetings are not strictly business, we get to see people we don't see ever.
Honey,
It's a good thing.
I deal with town stuff all day long. I wanna go home.
I think it's a good idea.
I think it's a good idea.
How do you correct a
Question,
mistake?
how much does it cost?
Yeah,
$10,000 for 300 of them.
oh my.
Paid by ARPA funds if the ARPA committee approves.
Is that enough? Is 300?
I've never seen more than that. If there was ever,
I can only think of one
Something
town
big.
meeting that we've had in excess of 500 people.
and
that
if
was
it
for the
was something
school.
big,
I'm thinking the school thing.
Yeah,
you
well,
can borrow more from another town.
I was gonna ask you, could you borrow from another town to?
Yes.
Kathy.
Oh,
Do not revert back to paper.
I'm sorry?
that's a good idea.
yeah, if it doesn't fly, we can go back to
No,
paper
bad
ballots.
idea.
But the only thing we might have to do is to rescind the bylaw that requires a hand vote. Because, the bylaw says we need a hand vote. Well, if we're gonna vote by electronically, how are we gonna do a hand vote? So we'd probably have to negotiate that through and a bylaw change. But this is not anything started up yet. I just wanted to get people's overall opinion. And so, a thumbs up for yes and a down for no, just an
Mr.
idea.
Locatelli.
How are you going to assure that you get them all back at the end of the meeting?
I can disconnect them. If someone wants to take one home,
Yeah, but then they come in the next meeting with two.
no, I would have it disconnected. I deactivate it.
Well, it's also got a number on the back of it that would be recorded when you checked in, so they know who's got it, if they're short a
I
number.
will hunt you down, Bob.
Okay, well, I don't want to tie everybody up with this. I just wanted a straw vote to see if there was any positive opinion to this. So, Article 1, to see if the town will vote to rescind the vote on Article 9 of December 1st, 2022 special town meeting that transferred $50,000 from free cash to highway, gas expense for the purchase of diesel, and further transfer $5,000 from free cash to highway, maintenance for the outfitting of a diesel tank to enable fuel storage, or take any action relative thereto. Is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to rescind the vote on Article 9 of the December 1st, 2022 special town meeting that transferred $50,000 from free cash to highway gas expense for the purchase of diesel and further transferred $5,000 from free cash to highway maintenance for outfitting of diesel tank to enable fuel storage.
Is there a second?
Second?
Been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? Anything to be said on this motion?
I have a question.
Sure.
Madam
Why
Auditor?
are we doing this?
Okay. Would you like to explain it, or should we have Chief Smith explain it, or?
I can, this isn't Chief Smith's, I can explain this one. So, we initially were looking into a diesel tank that was given to us for free, but it's not able to hold the gas like we expected it to. It needed more maintenance, I think, than we were able to handle, so we decided not to go forward with it. Sheila?
If you remember at the finance committee meeting, it was the matter of us to be having accessibility to that tank at, Teco Block. And they wouldn't sign off on that. So we weren't gonna put that much, diesel fuel in something we wouldn't have access to. So, and to move the tank to the new highway and to put all the mechanics on it, it was more than what we had.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else to be said? Anything at all? All those in favor signify by raising your hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Article 2, to see if the town will vote to transfer a sum of money from free cash to the police cruiser purchase or take any action relative thereto. Is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to transfer the sum of $95,175.70 from free cash to police cruiser purchase.
Is there a second?
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Is there any discussion?
What happens if this, bill is not 95,000 and whatever, it's 96,000? Do we lose the cruisers?
Well, Chief Smith, could you enlighten everybody on the purchase?
I will say that it will not, that's the cost. That is the cost for the two cars. I've already worked it out with them so that we're not gonna lose the cars.
I'm gonna remember you.
I know you are. That's why I'm standing up. I know you will hunt me down.
Better believe it.
I know.
Yes, and to be clear, that's for two cruisers.
Correct.
There's quite a bit of work that's gone on in the background here. Would you care to elaborate on this a little bit so we know?
Well, once there was me an agent.
We all have to pay our dues, Chief.
What it came down to is this, it's been 4 years since we bought the last cars, and we were thankful for those, but what I started to see is that we're starting to slide in the wrong direction. When I first took over, we had one car that was decent, and then we built them all up. We're very fortunate with the town giving us the cruisers that we need. Unfortunately, the past 4 years, we haven't, just because of funding and stuff like that, so we started to slide backwards on that. And I don't want us to get to a place where we're gonna be down 2, 3, or 4 cars at this point. So I went out to a dealership that makes the cruisers, and just to get a price, because I wanted to approach FinCom and obviously the board and say, you know, there's a chance we can get one this year to have the prices. Well, in talking with the salesman, he had said to me this, I just want to make you aware of a couple of things. He goes, first of all, I have a couple of demo models, they both have about a couple of thousand miles on it that they traveled all the shows, no heavy wear or tear on them. But they're all equipment and perfect for what we're looking for. And he said, listen, if you want to take these 2 cars, I'll take 35% off the equipment on it that's already installed. And he just wanted to warn me, he said, listen, this is the last of the 2022 cars, because the 2023 cars are going up over $8,100 a piece just for the car. So I did the math and I put it all together. I'm literally getting these 2 cars for $95,000, all equipped and everything. These same 2 cars, because you can't get 22s anymore, when they go to 23, are gonna cost $124,138.70.
31,000.
So you're looking at a $28,000 difference just by going up 1 year. You lose the discount plus the $16,000 just because the cars are going up. And I also put together, said if we're able to do it, and if we don't have to finance it and save the money there, you're gonna save another $12,258 on financing. So the total savings for us to purchase these cars right now is just a little over $39,000, which obviously if we did it down the road and we had to finance it, we wouldn't save the $12,000, but immediately we're saving almost $29,000 by getting these cars now versus waiting a couple of weeks. That's the difference. And they've been holding it for us, because I know there's another department that crashed a cruiser that's been nipping at their heels to buy it, and luckily the salesman I've known for a long time said, listen, I promised it to you, and I told him, I explained the whole process, so obviously like a town you have to do, so he's holding it for us. So. Questions?
I know in the fire service right now too, demos are getting hard to get because of the prices, so this is something you wanna jump on right now, you're gonna lose out.
How
Okay,
much?
Pat?
I know that we just purchased the ambulance and when I was talking to the state, they said, it's a good thing we bought it when we did, because it's a 3-year waiting list
Wow.
to build a new ambulance, so.
It's the same with
It's not
Ford.
getting any easier to get them.
This is a great deal for him.
Yeah.
For the town.
Anything else to be said?
I have a question.
Madam Moderator?
Yeah, of the two trade-ins, well, I know one's gonna be used for animal control. What about the second one?
I gave them all the information after I had the meeting with finance, and they're gonna give me a price to see what they are gonna offer for it. So it could actually take more money off the cars. That's as they sit right now. One we're definitely keeping because the current ACO car we have is literally rotting away. And it's got the wrong seats in it, and we shouldn't be using police cars to put stray animals in there just because, A, the seats in the cruisers are all plastic, the dogs and the cats and everything that we put in there don't fare well, let alone putting the animals inside a car that we are supposed to be putting, other people into it, so it just doesn't work, so. I know, my Lieutenant Ryan Daly come up with a plan, he's gonna reach out, I know he said he's gonna see other agencies, whether it's the state police or anybody else who might have an extra or an older canine box that we can slide into one of the ones that we have, so we can actually convert that to an ACO car, which is good, because we'll still have it, and it's something we could still use in an emergency anyway, because it's still gonna have the blue lights on it. You know, if, say we go down a couple of cars, because it's happened before, you get cars that break. With these two additions, we should be in good shape. As far as the second car, I'm gonna see what they give us, and then I'll talk with the town to see what we wanna do there. If it's nothing, then there's no sense in getting rid of it, because it still runs, but if it's gonna be substantial, which I will talk to the board as well as finance committee very shortly, because I'm gonna go plan, if all goes well, I plan on seeing them soon to say, okay, we're ready to move forward or not.
Okay.
So,
Pat, you had a question?
Yeah, how soon can this happen? Can we approve it tonight? How,
I would venture to guess within a couple of weeks, they'll be here. They're all outfitted and everything, as I said, they're demo cars, so they have the lights and everything that we need. I have to put them on the road, just put in some radios and get some markings on them, and then we'll be all set.
Okay, anything else to be said?
Is that added cost to it?
No, that's
Put the
included.
markings and all that on?
Nope, it's already in it.
And his concern over going over the budget?
Nope, I already told him, I said, this is our price, that's it, can't go over it, I've already put the fence up and said, whatever happens, this is all we can spend. So,
And even if it's over, I get a gift account that's healthy, and I would be more than happy to front any extra grant or whatever.
Okay.
we'll delay.
Anything else to be said?
I just
Thank you,
wanna-
Chief, I appreciate it. Oh,
I
what?
just wanna clarify, how much did you say it was a savings of? 28? Oh, geez.
Here.
we still have one.
Breakdown.
Oh, got it, yeah,
Thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
If there's nothing else to be said, all those in favor signify by raising your hand. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Can I entertain a motion to dissolve?
So
this
made, let's do it.
meeting? Okay, Chess got it, a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, everybody.
You made the motion.